Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I've got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show.
Which didn't last long because she died.
The first time I saw that video from my friend Blaire White, honestly my jaw dropped. It's now going mega viral on Instagram, and frankly, it's not very hard for me to understand why. I've previously called the body positivity movement a woke death cult, and I know that sounds extreme, but the series of tragedies that Blaire first pointed out make that seem like, if anything, an understatement. We're gonna dive deep into this topic today, but first, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brad Polumbo, and I cover all the craziest things on the internet from a center-right, sane perspective. If you're new here, do consider sticking around and subscribing, and if you get a kick out of this video or think the message is important, do drop a like or comment with your thoughts. Now let's get the details on some of these tragic deaths from famous body positivity influencers who recently died at a very young, premature age. The Daily Mail recently reported on this story, telling the tale of the 4 different overweight influencers who've lost their lives over the last couple of years. One was a woman named Britney Sour, an obese influencer who recently died at the tender age of 28. Her direct cause of death is unknown, but she struggled with severe health problems related to her obesity, including type 2 diabetes. What makes this one really heartbreaking, though, is that she actually realized before she died that she was wrong and that obesity wasn't healthy or beautiful, and she said she wanted to work on herself and change. She even issued a chilling message in one of her last TikTok videos.
I ruined my life with food, binge eating, and lack of self-care. You know, and I wish I knew the cost of eating. I wish I knew the cost of the comfort at the time that I was seeking. And I just want this to be a warning to other people that just need to hear the hard truth, you know, that if you keep it up and you keep, you know, gaining and not taking care of yourself and moving around and doing what you need to do, you know, your health is going to decline. And I'm hoping that it's not too late for me this time.
It was too late for her. Another TikTok influencer named Taylor Leun died in January from a presumed heart attack, according to the Daily Mail. He didn't explicitly or ideologically promote obesity, but his popular videos were him engaging in insane and extremely unhealthy eating behaviors. Another one of these examples, the professor of fat studies named Kate Paz, who explicitly questioned whether obesity was even unhealthy, she similarly died from unknown causes in March of 2022 at just 42 years old. Another woman named Jamie Lopez starred in a reality TV show promoting her supersized salon dedicated to making overweight women feel beautiful, according to the Mail. She did lose weight before her death, but she nonetheless died from heart complications at age 37 in December of 2022. This story, honestly, it weighs on my heart. It makes me really sad. The tragedy here shouldn't go overlooked. Each one of these people had family and friends and loved ones who are going to miss them for the rest of their lives. And they all clearly at least had something to offer the world. Some talent, some charisma, some personality, some humor, something. Otherwise, they wouldn't have garnered such huge online audiences in the first place. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm glibly citing their deaths to own the body positivity movement or anything like that. I don't want us to lose sight for a second the fact that this is tragic and that these people should still be alive. We should have nothing but sympathy and condolences for their friends and family. But it's actually exactly for people like this and for their families and loved ones that we have to do better and correct the record and stop the body positivity movement's misinformation. Yeah, of course, we can't assume that in every one of these cases, obesity was the ultimate cause of death. But I think it's fair to say that obesity most likely played at least a part in several of these situations. The odds that this is all purely coincidental seem very slim. Yet what we can say with absolute certainty is that the message these folks promoted while they were still alive was a deadly one. Extreme obesity shaves 14 years off a person's life expectancy, according to the National Institutes of Health. And obesity is now the second leading cause of preventable death in the US, only behind cigarette smoking. It's even estimated that obesity-related health problems claim 280,000 lives every year in the US. That makes obesity more deadly than even the opioid epidemic. So anyone promoting or glorifying obesity, and let's be clear, that's what essentially the entire healthy at any size movement exists to do, is directly spreading health misinformation about an issue that has killed millions of people over the last few decades. To be extra, triple, crystal clear, bullying, mocking, insulting anyone for their weight or their body is never okay. It's also deeply counterproductive, even from the perspective of wanting to encourage health, because it ultimately often pushes people further into the destructive, self-destructive habits that got them into this in the first place. But we can be kind and compassionate without compromising about the factual realities and truth about our obesity epidemic. What we can't do, at least not anymore, is simply stand by quietly out of fear of possibly offending someone as people spread misinformation and the entire movement propagates and defends something that is killing our fellow citizens. It's time to recognize the body positivity movement for the destructive death cult it truly is, and stop encouraging people who are eating their way to an early grave. Alright guys, that's my take on this subject. Do let me know your thoughts and comments below. What do you think about this? And also check out, I'll link to Blaire's original video in the comments. You should absolutely go check it out. If you did enjoy this video, please do consider subscribing. This channel's growing so fast. We went from like 20K subscribers at the beginning of 2023 to nearly 95K now. I'd love to have you join part of the community, especially if you watch these videos but you aren't subscribed. Like, just pull the trigger. And if you did enjoy this video, please like. And with that, I'll see you all next time. But if you're not sick of me yet and you want more of my content, you can go here or here to check out some of my other recent videos that you might like.